Hey guys, it's your coach Scottie Hobbs. I am going to share with you guys my personality type from the color code. So, I think it's very important to understand your personalities, to know what makes you tick, what makes you do what you do, but not only to know yourself, but so that you can go forward and understand people better and know how they work and understand them and their personality and what drives them so that you can help them achieve your goals. So a lot of people think since I'm number five and I'm gunning for number five in the company of Team Beachbody that I'm a red. Um, Absolutely not true about me. I have some red characteristics, but I am a blue. I'm going to share with you guys what I am. I'm going to read my whole analysis. I'm going to post a link below where you can take a free test and see what color code you are. Um, it's really neat to see. And also, if once you get to that site, if you want to do the more in-depth analysis, which is what I'm going to read to you guys, which is my in-depth analysis. If you guys want to do that, I think it's like $20. It's so worth it. I just read this to the camera. I've never uploaded a video from my laptop like this before. My internet cut out and I lost it. So it was 15 minutes long. So I'm warning you right now, this is about 15 minutes. I'm going to read to you guys who is Scottie Hobbs. My voice is a little cracked up right now because I got a little emotional at the end of it. So I'm going to share with you guys. I'll be reading the screen, so I won't be looking at the camera. My personality type, Scottie Hobbs personality assessment. I am 36% blue, 25% white, 22% red, and 14% yellow. Okay, I'm going to go down here. I'll just give you a brief idea. Red's motive is power, blue's motive is intimacy, motive for white is peace, and motives for yellow is fun. So remember, I'm a blue. Your personality style is a blue. As a blue, more than anything else life can offer, you want to love and be loved. For you, life is far more about relationships and meaning than about creating empires, riches, and fame. You may even sacrifice a successful career to improve an important relationship. You are highly gifted in nurturing, mentoring, developing others. Once considered predominantly female characteristics, true nurturing and mentoring are more accurately understood as part of an innate driving core motive. More specifically, your innate driving core motive of intimacy. You crave being understood and will go to extreme measures to spark others' desires to know you and understand why you think and behave as you do. You feel gratified when others listen to your story. You are notorious for your candor, willingness to share, even to the tune of publicly revealing your inadequacies, because you value being known and understood so much. In your eyes, being vulnerable is a small price to pay for the chance to connect emotionally. Your heart may be broken more often than others because of your depth, but you also spend more time in love. As a blue, you are motivated by intimacy and you love to do nice things for others. You tend to look for opportunities to give something up in order to bring happiness to others. Selfishness rather than selfishness is your guiding philosophy. You prefer doing for others more than solely for yourself. You may, for instance, hold doors open for people, offer a ride when someone's car breaks down, contribute to charities, or devote your entire life to helping others. You need to be remembered and appreciated. With most blues, a simple pat on the back will not suffice. You expend such great effort in making the world a better place that you often need to be told and shown how much you are appreciated for your thoughtful gestures and what a difference you make in others' lives. You may feel somewhat awkward receiving praise, but always enjoy knowing at the end of the day that you are truly a wonderful human being and made a tremendous contribution. Sometimes you need this because you are so tough on yourself internally. You are the hard to please buddy because despite your amazing caregiving and genuine commitment to bless the lives of others, you are terribly hard on yourself. You appreciate a sincere thank you, especially when genuinely linked to something or someone you value or had tried to assist. The key word here is sincere. Anything less is hollow and lacks depth. For you, life is best experienced with personal connections. You delight in being remembered on your birthday and on other special days, particularly if the remembrance is something personal. You need to care for others and have people in your life that care about you. Your life is measured more in people of substance than in material possessions. Only when you have been hurt too deeply will you and your fellow blues abandon your deep commitment to people and your own personal development. Blues remain determined to experience life according to their powerful, intuitive gut instincts and refuse to abdicate personal relationships for professional careers. Even at the office, they continue to cherish those who have mentored them, as well as those they have been honored to mentor. In the end, not much more matters to blues. As a blue, you tend to behave in a proper, appropriate manner. You have personal moral code that guides you in your decision-making, value judgment, and your leisure time. You actually enjoy being good. Of all the colors, you come best equipped with strong sense of integrity. You would rather lose than cheat and are very trustworthy. If leadership were solely a function of ethics, you would always be in a position of power. For you, loyalty is unquestionable. You thrive in committed relationships and can be counted on to perform your duties. You often exceed others' expectations in your job performance because the quality of your work is indicative of your loyalty to your peers, subordinates, boss, and self. Quality is your middle name, and you struggle when others ask you to cut corners or produce an inferior product. You are highly dependable, often exceeding the hours expected in order to complete assignments. You enjoy a tremendous advantage over other personalities in the area of empathy. When others share an experience with you, you are able to feel what they are or were feeling at that time. People often comment on how easy it is to open up to you because of how caring you are and your depth of understanding for them. Feeling compassion for others is not a difficult stretch. Regardless of your own limited life experience, you tend to remember feelings and thoughts shared in conversations. You are usually willing to give conversations time to run their course. You frequently enjoy and often invite deep conversation. Of course, as with all gifts, there's a dark side. With your great sensitivity comes your need for others to care when you share yourself. You have a tendency to personalize comments and actions, which you feel are insensitive. You are notorious for getting caught up in emotional spin cycles. When you're unable to get a grip on your emotions, you should seek rational insight and advice from your more logical friends. You are very exact in your work and find details as an important aspect of your daily routine. It frustrates you when others refuse to take time to properly organize and live life on your higher plane. One of the more interesting paradoxes you exude comes from your tremendous sense of organization and attention to detail. While being strongly driven by your emotions, you are deeply emotional as opposed to logical. And because of your tremendous analytical skills, you often err in thinking of yourself as logical versus emotional. Nice try. You are and forever will be ruled by your heart unless you foolishly cut out your gut instincts because of previous life trauma from personal relationships. Even though your logical orientation comes merely as a mask hiding the true depth of your remarkable emotional aptitude. You like to do work right and can struggle with delegating to others who may not share your same enthusiasm for quality. Your willingness to sacrifice personal time in order to stick with a project until it is completed according to your specifications. Only then can you let it go and enjoy yourself without worry. Learning to delegate will be one of your life challenges. Embrace it early so you can breathe easier and enjoy life more abundantly. Your role as a heavyweight. As a blue, you are considered a heavyweight. Among the personalities weighing in equally heavy are the reds. To build effective relationships, you should be aware that whites and yellows reflect the lightweights. Both heavy and lightweights are critical to the balance in life. Remember, life is about relationships. Your ability to understand the roles played by each color will enhance your skill in building strong relationships with others. The difference in being a heavyweight versus being a lightweight is simple. Reds and blues are heavyweights, go through their life seeking control over others. Both feel more comfortable in situations where they are in charge and can direct others to do what they feel is appropriate than when they cannot control their circumstances or environment. Whites and yellows, as lightweights, are the exact opposite. They spend their lives refusing to be controlled by others and feel more comfortable taking life as it comes by allowing themselves and others the freedom to make their own decisions. Each role is invaluable in the game of life. We would not be as successful without both heavyweights and lightweights. Each requires the other. Both have strengths and limitations that enable them to survive as well as contribute. Each enhances the other's lives. Each would be lost without the other. They give credibility to each other. Each serves as a role model for the other in specific areas of character building. Each color gives balance and perspective to the full spectrum of relationships. Scott, do you have a secondary color? It is essential to your life effectiveness that you embrace the powerful gifts of your driving core motives, and recognize that while you always have the ability to enhance it by developing new dimensions of your life, you can never change it or become another color. It is possible, however, for people to have a secondary color that influences the way that they go about life. While the influence of a secondary color can be strong, it is still not nearly as significant as your driving core motive. Think of it this way. Your driving core motive is like breathing, while the secondary color is like walking. Walking is certainly a very important element of people's lives, but not nearly as critical as breathing. Your results indicate that you have a white secondary color by nature. There are advantages and disadvantages to this. The major advantage is that people with a strong secondary color can naturally work to develop character in the positive traits of that color. In your case, Scott, you should pursue the development of the strengths of the white personality, as they will make you even more effective as a person. The disadvantage of possessing a secondary color is the challenge it presents to being true to your blue core. You may send mixed signals. One moment you will act blue, while another moment you will act white. This behavior can confuse people and make it difficult for them to know how you will react in any given situation. In other words, you may appear to be more inconsistent than would a purist, or someone who does not possess a strong secondary color. People like you, people like you. They find you easy to enjoy and can tell that you have a legitimate substance. Your strength is rarely upsetting to others who find you personable but never pushy, interested but never demanding, quiet but never boring. It is a wonderful complementary blend of emotion and logic. You can empathize easily with people, yet seldom move into heavy judgment or criticism. You like being with others, but find your own company easy to enjoy. You have a keen sense of intuition and can feel what others are feeling or thinking while engaging them in conversation. You reach out to people up, down, and across an organization with relative ease, and typically strike a strong balance between sharing and listening. You enjoy the white gifts of egolessness and therefore can laugh at yourself, although you most certainly will be embarrassed, and allow others to have the last word. You speak to the issues but enjoy hearing how others feel about any given topic. You tend to live a rather common life, in that you let others stand in the limelight and don't find high risk in particularly enjoyable ventures. You can subjugate your needs for those of the more selfish individuals, but always seem to find the time and the opportunity for self-expression when it is necessary. You are rarely disappointed like blues or emotionally ignored or abused like whites. Your personality combination enables you to move fluidly through life with remarkable ease. You seek more gregarious and intense individuals socially and find them to be a positive force in creating options for you. You keep your self-doubts to yourself, but freely reveal them when asked. You have difficulty speaking your mind in combative circumstances, but remain solid in your beliefs regardless of others' expressed viewpoints to the contrary. Nonetheless, you are open to changing your perspective when provided meaningful data. You value intimacy but will miss opportunities if it requires conflict. You choose your battles intuitively and won't necessarily force issues when you deem it unnecessary. People find you to be honest and committed, but may have to ask you about specific issues to know where you stand. You are not particularly interested in gossip, especially when it is hurtful. Sometimes you speak your mind while other times you remain silent. It all depends on what you deem worthy of pursuing. You are often amazed at your life and work success because you rarely give yourself the credit you deserve. You see limitations much more candidly than your strengths. While others are enjoying your gifts, you are often wishing that you were better. You are often remembered for your solid, unflappable nature. People find you to always be a welcome addition in any situation. You do your part while forgiving others who neglect to do theirs. Typically, you enjoy the best of both blue and white worlds. As a blue with white, you will find that you have a mixture of the natural needs and wants typical of both the blue and the white personality. So there you go. That is my personality type, blue with a little bit of white as my secondary color. So I'm excited to see what your guys' personality styles are. So once you do the free test, post it below in this video. I want to see what type of personality that you are. And let me know also if you do the deep analysis. I wouldn't mind reading it, especially if you're part of our team or our organization. I would love to read that from you guys. So I hope that helps you guys understand me a little bit. Sorry, my contacts are a little bit dry, so I have to blink a lot, and I'm not very good at reading the screen on camera. But I'm glad you guys got to read this. I personally made the video because I want to, once in a while, I want to take a few minutes and remember who I am as a person, understand myself a little bit better. So I made this video so that I can watch it back. So I hope you guys find some sort of value in this.